Hello everyone, this is Queen Peppy Claus here, and do I need to say what I'm gonna do today? You guys can read the fucking title. But that's what I'm gonna be talking about. Now, I'm gonna split this into two sections. So the first section is going to be me talking about my experience relating to the show before I watched it. And then the second section, that's gonna be me talking about why I like the show. But anyways, let's go! Now, the first time I actually heard about this show was a tweet mentioning how the show actually referenced Undertale, and people were just so surprised to see a little kid show referencing Sans. And then sometime after that, I started to hear a few furries talking about the show, and they said that the show was good, although a few episodes did feel a bit childish. Because, you know, it wasn't made for teenagers or adults to begin with. And when I watched the show, it also did kind of feel that way for me. I'm not really sure why, but yeah. And then more people started talking about the show. I feel like it really exploded in popularity around 2022. Like, it felt like it was essentially becoming the next My Little Pony. Except nobody can be homophobic and call people gay as an insult for liking the show. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I am nostalgic for the 2000s and early 2010s, but that is one thing that I am not nostalgic about from those times. Anyways, and then eventually I decided to watch the show in 2023, and I kept on watching more and more of the show. I couldn't stop, and I just found it to be a relaxing show overall. I mean, normally I prefer more story-driven shows, but I think it's nice to watch something a bit more relaxing every now and then. And, yep, Bluey was definitely the one. Oh wait, before we begin, I forgot to mention that I remember bumping into fan art of Mackenzie online before I watched the show. And I thought he looked adorable. Okay, let's begin. Yeah, it does feel like a form of escapism for adult viewers like me. I remember binging the show, watching the episode Shadowlands while taking the bus on the way to university. That's a good memory of mine. It was so relaxing. I was watching and thinking, I want to be a kid again. I like all the characters, to be honest. Both Bluey and Bingo are energetic because, well, you know, they're children. Bluey's in charge since she's the big sister, and yeah, she's bossy, especially towards Bingo. But she still wants to see a happy family. She does care about them. Bingo's more on the sensitive side, struggles to keep up with Bluey at times, and they both have a lot of imagination. Bandit's a father who even goes as far as embarrassing himself to play along with his kids' games, while also teaching them valuable life lessons. Chili's happy to play along as well. She's kind-hearted and always there to butt in when the children get too crazy. And this show finds ways to put in things that even adults would struggle with, so they're not just completely pushed aside. Because I do feel like parental figures are underrated in cartoons. There would be times where kids would be bored, and parents would start thinking, oh geez, what do we do to make them happy? And they find a way. In the recent wedding special, The Sign, where drama happens between Frisky and Radley, so Chili steps in to help, and the children help in on the situation as well. So like, even when the adult characters gotta do something, the kids aren't completely pushed aside either in those situations. I do like bright, pretty colours, which they got in the show, which, you know, they have to since it's a kid's show, but even as an adult, I like colour. Out of the adults, Chili's my favourite character, but with the kid characters, that title would go to Mackenzie. With Mackenzie, it does kind of have to do with which characters are the most developed. I do love how this show is able to focus on other characters as well, and I look forward to seeing more characters being developed in the future. Like, Mackenzie is probably the most developed non-main character in the show, especially since he had one episode dedicated to his backstory. Border Collies are adorable, they're my second most favourite dog breed. Yeah, I'm biased. That's probably why he's my favourite. Actually, I'm biased for the entire show because I'm a furry, but whatevs. Now, him being annoyed over Bluey changing things in the game they were playing.
Okay, but promise we won't take ages deciding stuff, okay?
Oh my god, that does sound like a sentence I would actually make. And it's not just because I'm impatient myself, but like, the way the sentence is structured, I don't know, it just sounds like something that I would actually say. Otherwise, I don't know if I really find him that relatable. He's just got enough character for me to care about him, and I just think he looks adorable. I do like Calypso as well. She's a great teacher, and she's amazing at figuring out solutions. I would like to see her helping out adults as well, especially if it were to show examples of how nobody, including her, is perfect. Since I'm imagining her students probably just see her as being perfect, which is why she's depicted as such. Also, there was one episode where Bluey, Bingo, and Chili are preparing to go to someone's house. God, I wish I could remember the title of the episode. Please help me out in the comments, guys. No, we're not going anywhere until we've sorted everything out. It was probably the most mad she was ever at Bluey and Bingo. And I was like, man, wouldn't it be interesting to actually see the parents lose their shit in this show? But yeah, Bluey is an amazing show. The kind of show where I can just shut my brain off a bit because I like to have something I can watch while I'm at the bus or having dinner. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.